YouTube War Dog message over. Welcome back, guys, girls, and everybody else, to part 5 of our Time Traveller Falls Through Time to Saxon England campaign with the Bromhead Dynasty. I am still currently alive. I am 56, and we have just sworn fealty to King Alfred the Great of England. He defeated our former king, King Ecgberht, in subjugation war. Ecgberht still is the Earl of Derby, but I doubt he's going to be long for this world, at least not independent. We've just sworn fealty to King Alfred, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to pay homage to King Alfred. I've never done this before, but we will do so. Interesting. We will demonstrate our submission, I think. Ooh, he's got a court. There's King Alfred, look. Servants usher me in to King Alfred's great hall in Winchester, where he sits his throne, waiting to hear my pledge. I kneel at the feet of my lord and pledge the many oaths of homage as his scribes record the event. With that, the ceremony is complete. I have nothing to offer my king except my promise to faithfully serve as a vassal of the kingdom. Alfred bids me to arise and confirms his satisfaction, along with my rights to the lands I rule in his stead. Hail the king! Nice. Okay, how many men does our leech have? 5,000? He is arguably stronger than, at least individually, than the brothers. Or, well, one of them's not the brothers anymore, is he? And he's not allied with his uncle. Because it's Halfdan's grandson is the one ruling Jorvik. So he doesn't have an alliance with Ivar. That is really interesting. So we did lose one of our counties, but we've still got Lincoln. Alfred's opinion of me is still relatively low. Let's try and sway him. We can take Halfdan off the list because he's dead. I think I will pin his grandson though, because he's probably still a threat. Greetings, my perceptive vassal. You have been a loyal and devoted subject, and I wish to reward you for your service. In recognition of this, I am hereby offering you the position of Chancellor of England. We will be a terrible Chancellor. I don't know why he's offering us this, but we're of course going to accept, because it gives us more access to our liege and hopefully makes him less likely to want to kill us. Former King Ecgberht has died of old age, aged 62, and Derby has passed to his son Earl Bjornred. So we no longer have an alliance there. In fact, we have no alliances now, which is not good. But we only have one son, and he's already married because he apparently didn't end up divorcing his wife. I'm going to see... He is fickle, so I'm going to request that he gets divorced. Yet again, Walter is late for a council meeting. This time I will not let it pass. When I arrive at Walter's chambers, I do not give him the courtesy of knocking. Walter is seated by his desk, writing furiously. As I clear my throat, he jumps out of his skin. He quickly stuffs a roll of parchment into his pocket and turns towards me with an uneasy look upon his face. I will return later and search his chambers in secret. Even though it said 100% he will catch me doing so. I rummage through Walter's desk, feeling my pulse quickening. Where is that damned piece of parchment? Thomas? What are you doing here? I turn around to find a drowsy but decidedly indignant Walter stumbling out of bed. It seems like the sedative I put in his evening spiced wine did not have the intended effect. I was just leaving. So Ecgberht is dead. I'm not going to bother pinning his son. He's kind of a nothing to us now. Heljaskeen died. That was one of the guys that raided us. Died, drank himself to death, aged 52. Don't need to worry about replacing him on the list either. Earldom of Lindsay gained lack of sheriffs for 5 years. My guest, Beck, approaches me as I am done holding court, with people still mingling around. My lord, I have heard that you too suffer from periods of melancholy. Perhaps we could discuss our experiences. Come, we have much to talk about. Can I recruit him to court? I can, for 50 gold. We'll see how it goes. We'll pin him for now. Don't know if there's going to be any other events in that chain. You have not cast your vote for the title heir to the Kingdom of England. Interesting. How do we... Do we vote for an earl? What is the succession law? It's Saxon elective. The ruler and all direct adult de jure vassals of 1 or 2 ranks below the title can nominate a title heir from the most powerful vassal amongst them, the ruler's legitimate children, and any other claimant. Interesting. I don't see Alfred's children though. Oh, Prince Aethelwulf is his son. That's this guy. Wow. There are actually electors voting for other people. I think we'll wait a little. I'm going to let some time pass while I look at this. Wait. It's looking like this guy's going to win. Is, yeah, he's got 10. I mean, we'd be backing a lame horse if we didn't vote for him, right? Duke Aelfston of Huis. Wait. He's now got more of the vote. Let's switch it. Maybe we can keep Alfred's line in. We can unlock a new learning perk. So we will this time get Carefree. I think given that we've relatively secured our position by swearing fealty to Alfred, probably means we would feel quite carefree. How old is Alfred? 44, so he's younger than us. Alfred is not swayed, that's fine. This is war against the tyranny of Duchess Wulfrith. Okay. Not really anything to do with us. We'll bring it up to speed 5. We are still missing a councillor. Can we appoint... Do we have anybody that we can appoint as a new marshal? The best man for the job is my current chancellor. I'm going to reassign Ecgberht down there, because my son Ecgberht would actually make a decent chancellor anyway. We have low county control in Lindsay, so we'll fix that first. Liege won their war with Earl Saelred. You got an unpressed claim on the earldom of Northamptonshire. Interesting. Earl or peasant, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we are all mortals. I was reminded of this as I woke coughing in the early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and throat. You seem to be under the weather, my lord. I know a fair number of suitable remedies. We are infirm, melancholic, and we're now ill. And we're 59. Just leave me be. Just get out. County control has been increased. Let's try and train our commanders, because we don't have very good ones. It's definitely a difficult situation for us to be in. As I think at this point, Thomas's goal is just to make sure that he passes. My goal, I guess, is to make sure that I pass the earldom of Lincoln on to Ecgberht. Because there's not too much else we can do. My Marshal Reeve Ecgberht has been showing off a promising new recruit. He may not be of as noble stock as you, my liege, but on my name I swear that Bromhead is someone you would want on your side. I mean, he's got great martial and great prowess, so absolutely. However, for the time being, we are going to... we'll let him be a knight, because we don't have another job for him. Or do we? We could potentially appoint... But if we appoint him a bodyguard, he's going to take a wage, and we're already losing money. So maybe we shouldn't do that. We have no money! We are poor. As I woke this morning and saw rays of sunshine falling through my window, it took me a moment to realise I had slept soundly for the first time in weeks. I did not wake up coughing once. I am glad to be well again. Your councillor Ecgberht died of old age, aged 75. He was my steward and seneschal. Stewardship. We have very limited options. In fact, I think it has to be our courtier Adam Beckett, who appears to be some kind of holy man, but he is greedy. We have relatively good relations with him, so we'll appoint him as the steward. How is the election going? Oh, wow. Virtually everybody is now backing Prince Aethelwulf. And we are actually slowly making some money now. Hey! Bromhead also gained the trait Cautious Leader and increased his martial, so he's gotten even better. Lovely. Your neighbour King Futhrith won against Earl Saelred. Oh, still not swaying my liege here. He is just and honest as well. He's also gregarious and diligent. He actually has 4 traits instead of 3. There's another learning perk. Mental resilience. No, we're now not making money. How much money do we need to be able to make improvements? Well, none of the improvements would... Well, hunting grounds might give us more money, but still. I need to get up to 225 gold to be able to improve our crop fields. Aethelswith, the daughter of Earl Burgred of Derby. Wait, what? Oh, she's my daughter. Is she? Trying to figure out how the heck... Oh, right. Stupid. I don't know why I couldn't figure that out. It's right in front of me. Aethelswith, the daughter of Earl Burgred of Derby, has given birth to 2 sons. Since the little ones are part of the Bromhead dynasty, they should be blessed with good names. So we already have Ecgberht. I think Burgred makes sense in honour of both her father and Ecgberht's long since passed brother. And then, why not? They're going to name one after me. So essentially they're named after both grandfathers, both of their fathers, but also after his brother. We just need to pop a pin in them so we don't lose them. May you grow strong and wise, little ones. Let's keep it rolling on speed 5 here. We are making some money again. From all my evenings watching stars, I have seen with my own eyes what I have only heard of before. On the internet. Because don't forget, I'm a time traveller. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups, depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movement. My suffragan bishop does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be. The celestial realm is for the clergy to know. I will find my answers in the heavens. Okay. Of all the buffoonery I have ever seen, in Ecgberht's inane efforts to improve my relations with my neighbours, my good-for-nothing Chancellor has officially acknowledged Earl Wulfhelm's claim to the Earldom of Lindsey. Earl Wulfhelm is the Earl of Northamptonshire. Don't I have a claim on Northamptonshire that I got from his buffoon? Yes. Where is Northamptonshire? To the south of me. That's interesting. You are supposed to make me friends, not enemies. Does he have allies? No. We could declare war on him to press our claims. Which, if I don't do that, Ecgberht will not have a claim. Although, if he doesn't press his claim and he's 55, then his 1-year-old daughter... Oh, in fact, I think there's an easier way of solving that problem. No, there isn't, because we don't have... Yeah. Will not accept. Well, that's fine. Well, more power protects our position, so you know, we're just going to let the one champion go, though. We are going to declare war and raise our armies under the command of Bromhead Howard. Okay. My recent endeavours within the realm of theology have given me a greater appreciation for God's representatives on earth. Trying to express some of these feelings, I will draft a letter to King Bishop Marinus. You mean Pope Marinus? I sit down with a scribe and together we craft a truly splendid letter highlighting His Holiness's... well... highlighting his only superior god. No, I think we'll say his forgiving nature. Okay, here we go. Greetings, Earl Thomas of Lindsay. I am impressed by your insights into our religion, but less so by your insight into your fellow man. Signed, Pope Marinus. So be it. Here we go, the Battle of Northampton. We have quite soundly won the Battle of Northampton, and now a 7-month siege of Northampton itself begins. The 10 men that escaped probably won't be able to force us off. So let's speed things up while that happens. Your councillor Ecgberht died of natural causes, aged 58. We need a new marshal. And I think Bromhead, who is the one that's leading our army right now, and our current only knight, will be our new marshal. We've won the siege, and we can enforce our demands. Disband our troops. And we are now the Earl of Northampton. Lovely. Now we just need to get enough money together to start actually improving our holdings. I don't really want to improve Northamptonshire, because while I only have one male heir, so he will get both titles, when he inherits, or when he dies, it will divide the titles between our kids. Now, technically speaking, do I know that? No. But Thomas's goal is to improve Lincoln. That's where he lives. Ecgberht, our grandson, is 6 years old. He is rowdy. So he needs either a martial education or an intrigue education. His intrigue is terrible. His martial is great. So we will give him a martial education. He is a Catholic Anglo-Saxon already. We just need to find somebody to tutor him. Stubborn, wrathful, and generous. I mean, regardless of his traits, Berghia had just won us that war, so if there's anybody that needs to teach him how to be a military man, it's him. Walter de Umfreville gained the trait Novice Physician. Lovely. My Marshal Berghia has been showing off a promising new recruit, Uhtred. 22 prowess, 13 martial. Yeah. We'll take him. Uhtred of Derby. So my knights are Uhtred and Berghia, who are both pretty good. You can declare wars. That's interesting. Why can we declare wars? Oh, we have a claim there. Holy wars. Ah. Well. He doesn't have any allies. Earl Ailton. Let's move our rally point over here and retake what we lost. The Battle of Nottingham has begun. Our knight Uhtred wounded Elfweird. Our knight Uhtred was wounded by an enemy soldier. Why do I have a scheme to murder Hungifu of Hurtingstone? Wait, is that's not who... I don't know why I have this scheme. We're going to abandon that. I don't know why we're doing it. Our knight Berghia wounded Aethelric. Uhtred wounded Ecgberht. They definitely fought harder, but we've still won. We captured some enemy combatants. Earl Ecgberht has joined the war. Oh wait. Earl Ailton died of natural causes aged 58 while we were besieging his castle. How long will this siege last? 6 months? They're coming back. We're probably going to have to fight a second battle here. Commander Ecgberht, my son, has improved his martial by 1. His marshal's terrible anyway, so we will get the trait healthy. Oh, buddy, this is going to be close. The second Battle of Nottingham. Well, that one was a lot easier. Uhtred wounded Wulfhelm. We've won that one, and the siege will be done in 21 days. We've won the war. We can enforce demands, and we have another earldom. Nice. And that, I think, is as good a place as any to end the episode. Earl Thomas is still alive. He's 63. He's infirm. He's melancholic, so he's depressed. He's definitely suffering in his old age. But he has managed to press a couple of claims and become the Earl of Northamptonshire and Nottinghamshire. So those will pass on to his son Ecgberht whenever he does pass. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying. If you've watched the series thus far, thank you so much. Please do comment, like and subscribe if you are enjoying it. And feel free to check me out on Twitch. The description below has the link. I will see you for part 6. Who knows what will happen then. But for the time being, it's going to be War Dog out.